I'm not a big guy, and I probably won't be one, but I'm a striker, and I was wondering which I should focus on more, wrestling or jiu-jitsu.
I think you should focus on both, and it doesn't matter that you're little, all right? I don't care what any of these reporters tell you either, all right?
People have long-term goals. Like, if you're a business, your long-term goal should be a Fortune 500 company, right? So at some point in time, you want to get bigger and bigger and better, make more money, that sort of stuff. My long-term goal has always been, since I first started fighting, I was, out here in Denver when I first started. I got beat up by a lot of these guys out here and stuff, but my long-term goal was to be the best, period.
Yeah, I was pretty set on getting the rematch, the fight didn't go my way last time. I wanted a chance to, I guess I wanted a redo, and here we are.
At some point in time, Anthony and I will dance inside of a cage again. Before he retires, before I retire, we will dance inside of a cage again. That being said, it's on him, his job, to get to the UFC belt level. Yeah, it's not my job to wait for him or open the doors up for him. He's great. He's a great fighter. I take my hats off to him. I'm a big fan of his. But it's not up to me to say, oh, wait, stop. This guy, he's next. He's next. That's not my job. My job is to beat whoever they put in front of me.
Like I said, when we first got the call, we called each other like, yeah, it's good. He's like, yeah, hell yeah. I said, cool, let's get fired or not, let's get paid, let's do this. He was like, hell yeah. So it's all about money to me and him. I think we're on the same page with that, and we're good friends. But by no means is it going to hold us back. We're going out there, draw blood, and fucking get some, and then get paid, and then have a beer.
The first thing I thought was, I guess there must have been some other people who said no to this fight. And quite frankly, I was right about that. It was about 3 people who turned it down. Donald's always been a great friend of mine. Me and my wife spent time at his ranch. And, the first thing I thought was, the least I can do is show up for the guy. That way he can fight in his hometown. But by any means, I didn't come to Colorado to lose. You know what I mean? I know what's on the line. All these guys up here have worn the armor, man. They've all been champions in top divisions. I'm the only one at this table that has not been a WEC or UFC champion. And I think it's time for me to join the elite. And to join the elite, you got to fight an elite guy in his hometown. And
I don't know about myself. I got my whole team with me. I'm staying. I got an RV. I'm staying in. Yeah.
Where is that?
That way I can hit the lake in between.
Where is the RV located?
Right down 6th Avenue in Golden.
So are you staying in the RV by yourself and there are others around you, or is it a big RV with a lot of people?
It's a big RV. We got 6 beds in it, so they're all in there. We all piled in there.
how come I wasn't invited, man? That's fool, man. I'm staying in the hotel room and you hanging out in the RV with 6 beds.
As far as my game plan with Greg, it's just go do what you do, and that's kind of the talk we had. And I said I'm gonna go out there and fight hard. I don't really have a game plan for this fight that I've set up with Greg. I'm gonna go fight my ass off, and that's what I plan on doing. I don't take steps backwards. I'm going forward the whole time, and I know Melvin knows that, and he's probably prepared for it. So we're gonna meet in the middle and clash.
I'm an opportunist, it's about the opportunities that are given to you. And the one thing I keep preaching to people is that in this weight division, everybody's beating everybody. You know what I mean? There is no dominant guy. We're all tough. We're all tough fighters. So it's about picking the right fights. And I think right now in my life, fighting Donald makes the most sense. You know what I mean? He's a tough guy. He's a former champion. And this fight's going to push one of us up, and it's going to push one of us a couple of steps back, as usual. So I'd rather be fighting Donald than fighting some new guy that comes into the UFC and just banking and just getting the wing, because if I do that, then I got to deal with you guys being critical, saying that I can beat the newbies. So it's time for me to step up and fight the elite guys and win.
Will it stand 3 rounds? Shit, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to go where it goes, and I plan on coming out and throwing down. So like he says, wherever it goes, it goes.
I'm a very dangerous opponent for him because I do hit hard, and he's fought a lot of tough guys, but I still consider myself to be the hardest hitter in the lightweight division.
It's tough fighting guys back to back, but since I've been doing it, I'm kind of used to it. It's kind of comfortable to me right now. But you look forward to a new opponent, but just how it happens when I'm fighting the same guy again. I don't know if I learn more than others. I think I do well at adapting, and I gotta kind of give it up to my team. I think they do a really good job of assessing the fights and making little adjustments, and I'm able to apply it. Nike would be sick. Nike always has the best athletes. So that's why they went after John Jones. They go after Jeter and Jordan and Roy Jones Jr. at the time. And I think John Jones is a great fit for him.
Nate Diaz, he's a tough fighter. He's good. He brings it every time he fights. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't think you guys really understand me. I want to fight everybody in the division. I want to beat everybody. That's it, man.